Hello, Cadillac SRX. Yeah, that's all the way down. Well, I know what the problem is. It's been tinkered on and they have no brake pedal. Whoa, no brakes. And they drove this here. Okay. Looks like maybe we put a master cylinder in it. Okay. Before I get too deep into this, I'm going to assume that the folks that put this master cylinder in already bled this. What they probably didn't do, because it requires a scan tool, is what's called an automated bleed procedure. And that's basically, like I said, a scan tool activated procedure where I command the pump on and off on the scan tool and have it purge air from within in the ABS pump itself. So before I really do anything, I'm gonna do that first. If I can get this connector connected. Why? Okay, ding ding, I know. There, it's on. Okay. Oh, this thing's filthy. GM vehicles are notorious. No, I don't want to do an update right now. GM vehicles are notorious for needing the ABS pump bled with a scan tool if the system is opened up. What are we dealing with here? Cadillac, yep. Automatic ID. This is an 07. We're going to go into ABS. I will then go into function test, I think. Automated bleed. And there goes the pump. Okay, it's got me pumping again. Pump brake continuously during this step. Whew. Why go to the gym when I can go to work? Release pedal. Okay, just performing that procedure yielded no beneficial results. I'm gonna go ahead and get this vehicle up in the air and just go ahead and bleed and purge all of the lines, and then I'll come back and do an automated bleed one more time. Okay, I've got my bleeder ball here. Let's connect this and suction out all the fluid. We're gonna do a full system purge on this. But if that doesn't stay up here where it's supposed to, there we go. Starting the vacuum. Oh, came off again. Come on. All right. We'll let this go. Pointing. Oh no. Plastic business. Messed me up. Alright, I've pulled several ounces through this. Close the valve and move over to the driver's side rear. Click. Okay, let's move on over to the next one. I'm keeping the master filled while this procedure is going. I don't want to run the master cylinder dry and then suck air back into the system. That's an 11 millimeter, not a 10. Okay. Let's try that again with another wrench. Stay. And I don't see fluid flowing yet. Here it comes. All right, we've got flow. I'll check back in a minute. Okay, I'm not getting much fluid out of this wheel. There might be a problem. in the ABS on this car. I'm kind of walking into this situation blind because I didn't get much info from the customer other than somebody put a master cylinder in it. But I'm gonna continue with the bleed on the rest of the wheels, and I'll try to reevaluate it from that point. Actually, I've already found enough. It's now that I've put fluid in it, it's leaking brake fluid everywhere out of probably what is the ABS module. Yep, that's the ABS pump right down there, and it has some kind of a leak. Okay, it's time to stop and go report the bad news to the people. I can see it now, or hear it now. It wasn't leaking when I brought it in. Okie dokes, front counter folks are doing their diligence right now to kind of explain to this dude what's going on here. I don't know what is leaking on this yet. I need to figure that out. It might be one of these lines right here, to tell you the truth. Can't really see. Can you guys see? Yeah, you can't see either. We did indeed go down the path of it wasn't leaking earlier. That got nipped in the butt pretty quickly. I brought the fella out here and showed him what the deal is. He was a little annoyed that I can't fix this today. I don't have parts, and I don't exactly have time to make a new line. Furthermore, I don't even think I can make one, because if it's one of these, I have to have that flex hose portion. And the reason I can't make a new line today is because I kind of stopped another job that I was already on to squeeze this one in. It was just supposed to be a bleed operation, which should have only taken about an hour. However, that hour is turned into 4 or 5 hours, and I am not going to have that kind of time throughout my day to accommodate this. The guy was a little annoyed at that also, but things change, and on occasion we have to adapt ourselves and strategies to change with unknown factors, and that appears to be the case in this situation right here. So I'm gonna go head over to the computerizer and pull up the GM parts catalog and see if I cannot get a replacement set of lines from this master cylinder that run down to that ABS pump. All right guys, it's the next day. We called up GM and found out they do have both of those steel lines that run over to this ABS module. We went ahead and ordered them because this is a situation where we really don't have a choice on what to do with this. And the guy approved it. He called us back this morning and said, no way, I'm not gonna spend $600-700 on taking this thing apart and replacing that stuff. So he said put his car back together and get it out, and he will come and pick it up later. I kind of hope he's gonna get a tow truck. I made it very, very clear when I spoke with the owner of this truck yesterday personally that it is in no way safe to operate on public motorways, because once that brake fluid runs out, you no longer have the ability to make the car stop. And he seemed to understand that, but he seems to have also changed his mind today. I'm going to bet money that this dude's going to show up and drive this car out of here. We told him he should tow it. We have waivers in place for such situations. Oh, this is going to get even better. I went up to the office to make sure they got the waiver ready, and we were on the phone with GM, and they said there's a restocking fee for the parts that we ordered. It's non-refundable, and that's going to have to go on Mr. Customer's bill, because he authorized those replacement parts. We told him they were special order, and like I said, he called back and canceled. So by my way of thinking, that's probably his expense and should not be ours, because we did that on his behalf according to what he authorized. So that should make for an interesting conversation at the front desk, to say the least. No, cut, retake. This is too bad. I actually kind of wanted to make the video on this brake line repair. That's not something that we do very often, and could have made for good content. This device right here on my gun is not an extension. It is a torque limiting stick, which is basically just a linear spring. And this is designed to limit how much torque can pass through the gun into the fastener. allowing me to use an impact gun with no consequences. And this will be followed up with a torque wrench to achieve the proper torque specification. The idea being that the torque stick will apply about 80% of the required torque to a fastener, and then the remaining 20% can be achieved by using an actual torque wrench. Oh no! Alrighty, time to park this thing. Ooh, we have no pedal. Das ist nicht gut. Alright, let's backing out the auto. Whoa. Yeah, I hope the tow truck's coming for this one. This pedal's terrible. Not cool. And it kind of has some brakes. Powering down. Out. See you later, cataract.